So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazetted Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your study. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in this class we are going to solve the questions of the masked filter. So first of all, read this question. So this question says that the input of the masked filter is given like this. So basically it is giving the input as a sinusoidal pulse. So this must be your time. So this is the sinusoidal pulse. Now it is asking us about the peak amplitude of the filter output. So this is the sinusoidal pulse. This is your S of t, and this sinusoidal pulse is like this. Say for example, this duration is 10 to the power minus 4 seconds. So it will act as t. Now this is 10. This value is minus 10. It is passed through a masked filter. So this is your masked filter H of t, and this is the output of the masked filter S naught t. So from here we know that this H of t will be nothing but capital S of t minus t. And what about this S naught t? This S naught t becomes ST convolution HT. So this is the scenario till now. So what we can say in this case, that if it is asking about the peak amplitude of the masked filter output, so what do we know? We know that the peak amplitude of the filter output, peak amplitude of filter output is always equal to the energy of the either input pulse or energy of the unit impulse response. So from here, if I calculate its energy of this sinusoidal pulse, which is mentioned like this, which is some sort of this pulse where this value is 10, this value is minus 10. And this duration is given as 10 to the power minus 4. So this is t, this is your S of t. Now this S of t is mentioned as 10 sine 2 pi into 10 to the power 6. So it becomes 10 sine 2 pi into 10 to the power 60. Now let me obtain its frequency. So if you will obtain its frequency f naught, so it comes out to be 10 to the power 6 hertz. Now the duration which is mentioned here, this duration, it is 10 to the power minus 4. So the duration which is mentioned here, I can call it as 10 to the power minus 4. So I will observe what is the relation between this f naught and t. So if I try to write it as 1 by f naught, so this becomes 10 to the power minus 6 seconds. So let me see that if in this duration it can have integer number of cycles. So if I want to check that t is equal to k by f naught occurs or not, where k should be an integer. So your t is 10 to the power minus 4 equal to k into 10 to the power minus 6, because 1 by f naught value is 10 to the power minus 6. So from here, if you will calculate k, so k comes out to be 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power minus 4, or k will come out to be 100. So from here you can say that in this duration of 10 to the power minus 4 seconds, this particular pulse has 100 cycles. It has 100 cycles, or basically integer number of cycles. So whenever a sinusoidal pulse has integer number of cycles in a particular duration t, then its energy can directly be written as, in the energy of st can be directly written as a square by 2 into the time duration. So what is a? A is given as 10. So it becomes 10 square by 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So if you will solve this, so it becomes 100 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this can be written as 50 into 10 to the power minus 4, or you can write it as 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this can be written as 5 millivolt. So this is the answer of this particular question. So let me see if any option matches or not. So this 5 millivolt option is correct option. So let's move on to the next question. So this is the next problem. So in this question, it is saying that if EB, the energy per bit of the binary signal is 10 to the power minus 5. So basically, if I consider a binary signal, or basically a pulse of duration TB, this is the input pulse S of t. So it is saying that the energy of this pulse is 10 to the power minus 5. Now, one-sided power spectral density of the white noise is mentioned as N naught. So basically the data of N naught is given as 10 to the power minus 6 watt per hertz. So it is mentioned as one-sided power spectral density. It is asking us to calculate the output signal to noise ratio of the masked filter. So we know that if this is your masked filter, now the input of the masked filter will be signal plus noise. So let me write it as ST plus WT, and output of the masked filter will also be signal and combination of noise. Then we generally put a sampler here. So we know that the signal to noise ratio at the output of the filter will be maximized at this sampling instance t equal to 2, and that signal to noise ratio at the output of the filter, which means this PS naught upon PN naught, depends upon the energy and the power spectral density of the input signal. So it becomes always equal to the energy of the input signal divided by power spectral density of the input noise. So in this case, input noise has a one-sided power spectral density, which is N naught is equal to 10 to the power minus 6. So in this case, if it is having a one-sided power spectral density, so what we can say from here, we can always obtain the value of N naught by 2, and this value becomes 10 to the power minus 6 by 2. So energy is mentioned as 10 to the power minus 5. It becomes 10 to the power minus 6 by 2, or it comes out to be 20. But it is asking us to calculate in dB. So if you will calculate the signal to noise ratio at the output of the masked filter at sampling instance in dB, so it will become 10 log to the base 10 20. So if you will calculate this value 10 log to the base 10 20, so it becomes 13 dB. So this should be the answer for this question. So answer will be 13 dB. Now let's move on to the next problem. So let us read the question. It is saying that consider the signal x of t shown in the figure. Let h of t denote the impulse response of the matched filter to xt. Okay, with ht being non-zero only in the interval 0 to 4. The slope of the ht in the interval 3 to 4 seconds will be. Fine. So basically, this is the input of the matched filter, this x of t, and this h of t is denoting the impulse response of the filter matched to xt. Now h of t being non-zero only in the interval 0 to 4 seconds. It is asking us to calculate the slope of ht in 3 to 4 seconds. So if this is your matched filter, for example, if it is your matched filter, so this is your x of t input, this is your y of t, and this is the unit impulse response of the matched filter. So this h of t can always be written as x of t minus t, and value of t you can write it as 4. So this h of t from here becomes capital X of 4 minus t. So basically you have to draw the graph of 4 minus t. So from here we know that to draw the graph of 4 minus t, first of all what we will do, this x of t graph is present. So first of all we will do the folding, which means x of minus t, and then after folding we will shift this graph by right. So this becomes your folding, and this is right shifting. So first of all, let me draw this graph here. So this graph is peak value at 1, 2 and 3. It has shape something like this, and then from 3 to 4 like this. So this is the situation. This value is 1, 2, 3, 4 and peak values are minus 1 and 1. So this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, and this value becomes 1, this value becomes minus 1. Now first of all you have to fold this graph. So if you will fold this graph, so this graph will look something like this. Folding means you have to take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis. So whenever you will take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis, this graph becomes like this. This is the graph. This becomes minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. This is the graph of x of minus t. Now I have to shift this graph by 4 units rightwards. So the graph is shifted like this. So it is shifted 4 unit rightwards. So it will become h of t or x of 4 minus t. So from here, if I will shift this graph, so this graph looks like this. So this point is 0. This will become now 1. This point is 2. This peak value is 3. And this is 4. Now let us see what is being asked in the question. So it is asking us to calculate the slope in the region 3 to 4 and slope of ht. So this is your ht. You have to calculate the slope from 3 to 4. So this value remains 1. This remains minus 1. And if you try to calculate the slope in the 3 to 4 region, so this is the region of 3 to 4. And what is the value of this slope? The value of this slope is minus 1. So what will be the correct option? the correct option will become minus 1. Let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question. In this question, it is saying that a signal as shown in the figure is applied to the matched filter. So suppose this is our signal S of t and it is being applied to the matched filter. So this is the matched filter H of t and this is your output S naught t. It is asking that which of the following does represent the output of this matched filter. So we know that this H of t is nothing but it is your S of capital T minus t, and this S naught t will become S of t convolution with H of t. So these are the options given here. These are the options given and it is asking which option can be the most appropriate option. Okay, so this is your input. So basically what we need to do, we need to convolve two signals. So this is the first signal, which is like this: 0, 1, 2. This is 1, this is minus 1, and let me call this as st. So how will you get this S of t minus t or ht? So we know that in order to obtain this H of t, the capital T or the duration of the input pulse is t, which is equal to 2. So I can write it as S of 2 minus t. So it is a two-step process. We know that we have st. So first of all, what will we do? First of all, we will fold. So whenever you fold it with respect to vertical axis, it becomes S of minus t. Then after that, you will shift. So for shifting, you will replace t with t minus 2, or ultimately you get 2 minus t. So this is the situation. So first of all, we need to fold it. So once you will fold it, the graph becomes like this. So you have to take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis. So whenever you will take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis, this point becomes 1, this point becomes minus 1, this is 0, minus 1, minus 2. Now you have to, this is the S of minus t versus t. Now you have to shift it by 2 unit. So whenever you will right shift it by 2 unit, so it becomes S of 2 minus t, and it will look something like this. So this becomes 0, 1, 2, 1 and sorry. When you will shift it by 2 unit rightwards, so it becomes like this. This point 0, 1, 2, it remains 1, it remains minus 1. So whenever you will shift this graph by 2 unit rightwards, so this point will become 0, this point will become 1, and this point will become 2. So this is the point. Now you have to convolve these two graphs. So one graph is this, and another graph is like this. So this is the graph of your S of t signal, this is the graph of your H of t signal. So 1, 0, 1, 2, it is minus 1, this is 0, 1, 2, 1 and minus 1. So we have to convolve these two signals. So how to convolve these two signals? There can be multiple ways of the convolution. So I will prefer the mathematical way, in which I will write these two signals mathematically and then I will try to convolve them. So I will write this signal S of t as ut minus 2 times u of t minus 1 plus u times t minus 2. This H of t can be written as minus ut plus 2 of u of t minus 1 minus u of t minus 2. So for the convolution of this S of t and H of t, we will use u of t minus 2 u of t minus 1 plus u of t minus 2 convolution with minus ut plus 2u of t minus 1 minus u of t minus 2. Let us start the convolution. Let us try to convolve these two signals. So once you will try to convolve these two signals, this u of t gets convolved with all of them. So it becomes minus rt plus 2r of t minus 1 minus r of t minus 2. Then it becomes plus 2 r of t minus 1 minus 4 r of t minus 2 plus 2 r of t minus 3. Similarly, when this is getting convolved, it becomes minus r of t minus 2 plus 2 r of t minus 3 minus r of t minus 4. So let me combine all these signals. So whenever you will combine these signals, you can see that this is minus rt alone, and this is 2 times of r of t minus 1. This is 2 times of r of t minus 1. So it becomes 4 times of r of t minus 1. This is minus r of t minus 2. This is minus 4 r of t minus 2. And this is minus r of t minus 2. So overall it becomes minus 6 times r of t minus 2. And then these two values, which is 2 times of r of t minus 3 minus r of t minus 4. So this can be written as output of the matched filter as S0 t. Output of the matched filter S0 t can be written as minus RT. Then it becomes plus 4 R times t minus 1 plus 4 R of t minus 1 minus 6 R of t minus 2 it becomes. So it becomes minus 6 R of t minus 2. This R of t minus 2 minus 4 R of t minus 2 minus R of t minus 2. Then this 2 and 2 gets added. And it becomes plus 4 times r of t minus 3, and the final signal becomes minus r of t minus 4. So it becomes minus r of t minus 4. So let me see the breakpoints. So here the breakpoint is t equal to 0. Here the breakpoint is t equal to 1. Here also the breakpoint is t equal to 2. Here the breakpoint is t equal to 3. And the breakpoint is t equal to 4. So once I will draw the diagram, so I'll need those breakpoints. So I'm drawing the graph from here. This is your t. This will be S0 t. So first of all, let me indicate the breakpoints. So the breakpoint will be at t equal to 0, at t equal to 1, t equal to 2, t equal to 3, and t equal to 4. So from here we will start initially. It will have a line which is having slope minus 1. So it will have a line of slope minus 1. So this becomes like this. If the slope is minus 1, so this point will also become minus 1. So it becomes minus 1. After that you have to add the slope of 4. So overall it becomes slope of 3. So once it becomes the slope of 3, it will look something like this. And if it has to be the slope of 3, then this point has to be 1 plus 1 by 3, or you can write it as 4 by 3. So basically this distance I wanted to be 1 by 3. So how much this distance will remain? This distance is from here to here. If you will calculate, so it becomes 2 by 3. Okay. So if you want to adjust this height, then you very well know that the slope of this region is plus 3, and this duration is your 2 by 3. So this height becomes 2. Now exactly at t equal to 2, the slope which is getting added to it is minus 6. So this was the plus 3 of incoming slope, and you have to add the slope of minus 6. So plus 3 minus 6 becomes minus 3. So basically you have to draw a line of slope minus 3. So how to draw the line of slope minus 3? We know that this height is 2. So this height is 2. So what will happen? It will cover a distance of, the slope is -3. So it will cover a distance of further 2 by 3. So further 2 by 3 if I will add in it, so it becomes 2 plus 2 by 3, or it can be written as 8 by 3. So at this point I'm writing it as 8 by 3. So how much duration this will become? This duration is your 2 by 3. So what is the remaining duration? So the remaining duration you can write it as 3 minus 8 by 3, or this becomes 1 by 3. So you can see from here that if this slope is -3 and this distance is 1 by 3, so it will go up to -1. So this is -1, so it will go up to -1. So, or let me draw it like this. So this point is your -1. Now exactly at 3, another slope of +4 is being added. So what will be the slope of +4? The incoming slope was -3, and if you will add the slope of +1, so it will become the slope of +1. So this slope becomes +1. So clearly it will cover a distance of 1, and this distance is 1. And exactly at t equal to 4, the slope which is being added in it is -1. So if you'll add the slope of -1 in the slope of +1, so this comes out to the final output of the matched filter. So let us see which one of the options are matching with it. So you can see from here that the most appropriate answer which is matching with it is the C option, because it is starting from the 0, it is having some negative slope, positive, then again negative, then again positive, and finally 0 slope. So this may be the most appropriate answer for this question. Let's move on to the next problem of the matched filter. Okay. So in this question it is saying that the pulse shape S of t is shown in the figure, and the impulse response ht of the filter has to be found out. So this is very simple question, because we can say that if it is passed through a matched filter h of t, so obviously the output will become some s naught t. So how to write this s naught t or h of t? So we know that this h of t, unit impulse response, will become s of capital T minus t, where capital T is the duration of the incoming pulse. So whenever you will calculate s of capital T minus t, we know that we must follow two methods, two steps. One is folding, and another one is right shifting. So these two things we must perform. So first of all, I will fold it so that I can get s of minus t. So once you will fold it, you will get this. This is your s of minus t. So this becomes minus t, 0, t. Now you have to right shift it. So whenever you will right shift it, it will become s of capital T minus t. So after right shifting, this graph will look something like this. Sorry, this is not the folding actually. Whenever you fold it, you must take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis, right? So this becomes your t and s of minus t. So you have to take the mirror image with respect to vertical axis. So this becomes your folding. This is the folding. Minus t, 0. This point becomes 1. So whenever you will take the mirror image with respect to the vertical axis, you will get the folding. Now you have to shift it by t unit rightwards. So whenever you will shift it by t unit rightwards, so this minus t point comes to 0, this 0 comes to t. So it becomes 0 to t, this point becomes 1. So this is the desired graph of the unit impulse response. Let us see which one of the options are matching. So you can very clearly see that C option is correctly matching to it. Let's proceed to the next question. So this is the next question. In this question, it is saying consider the binary digital communication system which uses pulses GT and minus GT. Okay, so it is asking us to calculate the consider the digital communication in which we are using the pulses GT and minus GT for transmitting bits over AWGN channel. If the receiver uses matched filter, then which one of the following pulses will give the minimum probability of bit error? So this I have already told you. Whenever you have been asked to calculate the minimum probability of error, then you should consider the signal which is maximizing the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance. So we know that the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance is equal to the signal energy at the input of the matched filter divided by power spectral density of the noise at the input of the matched filter. So as signal to noise ratio increases, this signal energy has to increase because the PST of the noise is constant and the probability of error will be as minimum as possible. So what you can do, you can see in all these graphs that which of these signals are offering the minimum energy. So energy of this signal you can easily calculate. It will become A square into T. The value of A is 1. The value of T is 1. So the energy of this signal is 1. Also, you can calculate energy of this signal. So the energy of this signal, what will become? It will become A square by 3 into T. So this is your A, this is your T. So it becomes 1 by 3 into T. Energy of this signal will also become A square by 3 into T. So what is A? It becomes 1 by 3 into T. Energy of this signal also becomes A square by 3 into T. This is your A, this is your T. So it becomes 1 by 3 into 1 into 1 by 3. So the energy of these three signals, if you will look closely, the energy of these three signals, which is C, B and D, is 1 by 3, and the maximum energy of the pulse is GT. So if GT is offering you the maximum energy of the pulse, then obviously it will result in a minimum signal to noise ratio, maximum signal to noise ratio and minimum probability of bit error. So our option for this question must be A option. Let's move on to the next problem. So this is the next problem. In this question, it is saying that a binary baseband digital communication system employs, this is the definition. So this definition of the pulse is given like this. It is 1 by root TS from 0 to TS and 0 elsewhere. This is the definition of the pulse. For the transmission of bits, we want to obtain the graphical representation of the matched filter output for this signal. So basically this P of T pulse is being transmitted through this matched filter. It is being transmitted to this matched filter. It is having unit impulse response of HT, and this is your output YT. It is asking us the graph of the YT. So for case of matched filter, two things we must know. First thing is that this H of T will always be equal to P of capital T minus T, where capital T is the duration of this pulse, and the output will become P of T convolution with H of T. So these two things we have to calculate. So first of all, we should understand what is the PT given in the problem. In the problem, the PT is given as a signal 0 to TS, which is existing from 0 to TS, and which is having the peak value as 1 by root TS. So this is the PT. So how to calculate this P of T minus T? Again, we have to fold it and we have to shift it. So whenever you will fold it by minus T, so it will take the mirror image with respect to the vertical axis. So this is the mirror image. So this becomes minus TS0. This becomes 1 by root TS. Now you have to shift it by T. So T in this case is the duration of the signal, which is T. So whenever you will shift it by T unit rightwards, so it becomes like this. This is 0 TS. This is 1 by root TS. So this becomes your H of T. Now you have to convolve these two signals, PT and HT. So let us try to do the convolution. So So this is the first pulse from 0 to Ts 1 by root Ts. This is the second pulse, which is 0 to Ts. This is also 1 by root Ts. So this is your P of T. This is your H of T. You have to convolve these two signals. You know that whenever you will convolve the signals of same duration, it will result in a triangular pulse. So the triangular pulse will come like this. This will become 0, Ts, 2 Ts. The slope will be the multiplication of 1 by root Ts, 1 by root Ts. So this will become your slope. So this peak value becomes 1 in this case, and this is the graph of your yt. So let us check which one of the options are matching. So the best option which matches is C, because C and D are having similar shape, but it is giving the peak value at Ts by 2. So this cannot be our option. The peak value must be at Ts. So this must be the correct option. So in this question, it is saying that an analog pulse S of t is transmitted over additive wide Gaussian noise channel. The received signal is RT, where N of t is additive noise with power spectral density N0 by 2. Okay. Now, the received signal is passed through a filter whose impulse response is HT. Let ES and EH denote the energies of the pulse ST and filter HT respectively when the signal to noise ratio is maximized at the output of the filter, basically sampling instance and signal to noise ratio maximum following holds. So this is the expression we have already derived in the theory, that whenever we have to maximize the signal to noise ratio at the output of the filter at sampling instance, then the signal to noise ratio maximum depends upon the signal energy at the input divided by PST at the input. So this is the option, and we already know that the energy of the signal as well as the energy of the unit impulse response is always going to be same. So this is it in this lecture. More number of questions we will solve in the next lecture. Thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL. You will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/GateLive. So GateLive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, GATE after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical, and this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.